Thank you for joining me again. Today, I want to talk about something that sounds pretty simple, but it's actually quite powerful, and that is remembering to breathe. Fortunately, our bodies remember for us to keep us alive, um, but there's a lot of variations to breathing, and when you realize that you're breathing, when you pay attention to your breath, when you start to do some techniques to manage the flow of your breath, it gives you the power to manage the flow of your energy. It can shift how you feel in your physical body. It can also calm your mind. There's many scientific study out there, a lot of medical studies, as well as yoga practitioners that talk about the breath. And it sounds pretty simple, but I thought I would spend a little bit of time just walking you through some breathing exercises that help me in times when I'm feeling overwhelmed, and sometimes when I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't sleep. Some of these techniques of breathing have really been helpful, so I thought I would share them with you today. The first one is very simple. It's just to notice your breath. Sometimes you may not realize, I don't know, some of you may have the devices or the watches that tell you to breathe. I stopped wearing mine because it was yelling at me too much, telling me to breathe. So I thought maybe I would get rid of the technology and try to remember how to do it on my own. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat. If you just don't have the energy to sit up, I welcome you to lay down. Find something comfortable, supportive. You don't want to have any strains. So, you might want to lean against something. You can lay down on a bolster. You can sit up. I'm going to sit up just for purposes of demonstration, but I take a moment and get yourself comfortable. And then like I said, if it's comfortable to you, you can close your eyes. If you have an eye mask and you want to cover your eyes with a mask, that is another great technique to just kind of block out the sensations of sight that distract us. So once you're comfortable and you've found a nice, quiet place to rest, place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And just notice your breath. You don't right now want to control anything. Just let it flow and just notice how it feels. You may notice some expansion, some contraction. Maybe you'll notice the temperature of the air as it comes through your nostrils. Does it feel light or heavy? Is it slow? Is it fast? Very often our breath will follow our mind, or our mind will follow our breath. I guess it's not exactly clear which comes first, but by noticing your breath, it helps you tune into your mental state. So, for example, if you're feeling very anxious, upset, angry, let's take a moment to slow our breath. Start with a nice, what's called full, complete breath. So on the next inhale, let your belly really come out. We're all kind of taught that we're supposed to suck our gut in and show that six pack or whatever. But now's not the time for that. Now is the time to just let your belly go. Fill it up. Let it expand. Try to be Santa Claus. And then let the air continue up and expand into your chest and your rib cage. So you're really filling up here. Even you can let your arms come out if you want. Make more space. And then on the exhale, it'll slowly contract out. And on the exhale, exhale it all the way. And then when you think you've exhaled completely, exhale a little bit more. The belly button might pull into your spine. Release all that last breath. Let's do another one, and you can make it audible if you like. Breathing in. Another one like that. Now we're going to count our breaths. I'm going to suggest a count of 4 to start. So we'll inhale for 4, pause for 4, exhale for 4, and pause for 4 after the exhale. If that is too much for you, feel free to eliminate the pauses or to shorten them. If you feel like 4 is too much, try 2 or 3. If 4 is not enough, try 6 or 8. All is a matter of practice. Your lung capacity and your ability to hold will change over time as you get used to working with your breath. So I'm going to guide us in a count of 4. Again, with your eyes closed, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, and pause 2, 3. We're going to repeat that a few more times. I'm going to be silent here and let you do the counting on your own pace as it feels good to you. Finish up the cycle that you're on. And take a moment to just pause, maybe placing your hand on your belly and your hand on your chest again. And notice if there's any subtle shifts in your energy. If there's any shifts in your mind. Maybe there's a little bit of a calming down or a clearing out. The next technique I want to review with you is one that is very helpful if you're feeling scattered or if you wake up in the middle of the night and aren't able to sleep, which happens to me quite a bit. So you take one hand under your armpit. So I'm putting my right hand under my left armpit, my left hand under my right armpit. And you can let your fingers just feel your side ribs. And have a little bit of pressure. You don't want it to be a strain. So you want to feel that you're holding yourself, almost hugging yourself here. But letting your shoulders drop down. You can let your neck just rest. Let your gaze just fall gently in front of you. And close your eyes here. And here I'm going to invite us to inhale for 6 with a pause at the top. and exhale for 6 with a pause at the bottom. So inhaling here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and continue with this for a couple more rounds. And as you do, note your weight, note the stability and security of your body connected to your seat, to the floor or your mat, your couch, your cushion, whatever it is that you're resting on, whatever that's providing you comfort and support right now for your body. Feel yourself connected to it. Maybe you've got your sits bones in your legs. Notice the heat and the warmth of the connection. If you're laying down, notice your back and your spine being supported. And just feel that supportive sensation as you breathe. I know sometimes, especially early on, but it does still occur, you get this sense of being in a free fall, that you're not in the reality anymore, that your world has changed so much that it's like Alice in Wonderland falling down the little hole into another world that's totally foreign and doesn't make any sense to you. And so finding some security in using your breath to bring you into your own body can really help provide some stability and grounding. You can hold this as long as you like. Like I said, this is a great one for restless nights or any time that you're feeling anxious. The next technique and the last technique I'm going to go through today is a visualization technique. Again, to help us feel grounded, but not just grounded in terms of being supported with the ground underneath us like we just were, but also feeling that grounding and our connection to the world around us. I know it doesn't feel very often like we've got support, and many of us don't. I'm hoping that this will provide you a little bit of support. But I find it helpful when I surrender a little bit to the belief that something, somewhere, some force, some universal force is supporting me. I might not like it. I might not like the direction things are going in. I might not like where I am right now compared to where I was before when my daughter was with me. But I'm here, and I believe all of us have something valuable to offer those whose lives we touch, whether you recognize it or not. And so to let us connect with that, to help us discover that and maybe find that little spark of hope in the universe to guide us in these times, these senseless times. So to do this, we're going to imagine, again, starting with this connection of your seat. If you're laying down, just imagine your tailbone. Again, closing your eyes if it feels okay to you. Find that center point in your tailbone and imagine a little flame right there. Spark of light. And breathe there, just sending your breath into that tailbone, into your seat, into that spark. And with your breath, feel as if you're pulling that line of light up from your base into your belly, up your chest, into your heart center. And pause there for a moment. Feel free to use your fingers to trace this if it helps you with the visualization. And then here at your heart center, imagine that your breath is like fanning that flame. Gently, though, gently provide warmth, let you feel the magic of that light, of your light. And then trace the breath now from your heart, bringing that light up your throat, up to your third eye center, and then up to the top of your head. And imagine hovering there. And then take a deep breath in, tracing that line all the way up again, that light all the way up your spine, the tailbone to the crown. And then exhale and just surrender that light to the space above you. Now we're going to reverse that. Now we're going to imagine that our light has connected out there in this matrix of light, whether it's nature, family, friends, whatever it is that brings you a little bit of gratitude. Feel your light connecting to that. And on your inhale, feel that light coming in, flowing down through the crown of your head, down to your third eye center, to your throat, back to your heart. Breathe it here and hold it in your heart for a moment. And then let it continue down, exhaling as if it's spreading to every cell in your body. I'm going to do that a couple more times at a little bit of a faster pace. Just with that visualization, starting at your tailbone, feeling that light. The path's already been made, so this time it may go a little smoother. Just breathing in, feeling that light lift, pausing at the heart, letting it continue up to the crown of your head, and exhaling it out the world around you. On your next inhale, bringing in the light through the crown of your head, letting it come down through, following that line from the crown to the base, pausing at the heart, filling the heart, and then exhaling to let the light come throughout your body again. One more time, breathing in, feeling the light all the way up and surrendering it, looking for it to connect with the support you need, and then bringing in the love, the light, the support, letting it flow into you, letting it flow down, and on your exhale, letting it expand out to every speck of your body. I hope these moments of breath work have been useful for you. I invite you to try any of these techniques at any point in time. Again, they're different tools for different sensations, for different feelings. but they're all ones that I use on a regular basis to help me throughout my day and to help me sleep at night. I appreciate you joining me. I look to see you again. Thank you.